violent crime. You're going to be the kind of person who's like, no, safety first, we're going to protect this. But when you add in all this subjectivism and this garbage and this feminism and this racial, oh, it's not his fault, or it's not her fault, or it's not this, they didn't do it, it's this, it's that, human rights, bunch of garbage, you're removing the masculine capability to just protect what it cares about. I think one of the largest smear campaigns against me is I get called hateful all the time. The BBC who hate me. The BBC hate me. They're the propaganda arm of the British government, and the British members of parliament stand around in parliament. It's the only time I watch those clowns. And they sit around talking about me. Andrew Tate's the worst thing that ever happened to this country. Not the stabbing, not the drugs, not the open borders. No, Andrew Tate said go to the gym. He's worth a 2-hour conversation. Only time I've watched them clowns in a long time. So the BBC is after me, right? And they say, Andrew, there's hateful ideologies. There's no such thing as a hateful ideology if you love something. You're not hateful if you say, I love America and I don't want those people to come here. You hate immigrants. No, I love America. There's no light without dark. There's no equal and opposite forces. If you love anything on the planet, you'll be called hateful against something else. The only people who aren't hateful are people who don't love anything and don't stand up for anything. The people who are just empty vessels waiting for the slave mine programming to convince them to be mad at us. If you love anything, you're a hateful person against something else. They'll call you hateful because they'll weaponize it and they'll try and take away the love aspect. I don't hate anybody or anything. I think it was with Piers when I said that my girlfriend doesn't work. It's like, why don't you want her to work? I said, she can work if she wants, but she doesn't have to. Why? Because I'm rich. You're a misogynist. How does that make me a misogynist? I'm a misogynist. She's in Chanel and get a facial. I love her and I take care of her. But that's it. No, I hate women now. This is how they spin the narrative. It's insane.
I'm going to tell you what's going on. There is a thought process out there now that if you're telling a man to be a man, and we can talk about the qualities of manhood, that it's demeaning to women. Yeah. And I said, no. If you're telling a man to be a man and teaching him how, that's a benefit to women. Absolutely. And they don't get it. People don't get it. It's like you're taking a woman's rights away by being her man. Yeah. You know, look, I'm married 39 years, yesterday, actually, 39 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. And my wife could work if she wants to. Do I want her to? No, I don't want her to work. She doesn't have to work. I don't want her to work. But if she wanted to and she's real, okay, you can work. You know, she does all my video work, so she works for me. You know, I just don't want anybody else telling her what to do. That's just how I feel. 100%. It's my wife. I don't want another man or anybody else telling her what to do. Okay, is that a misogynist? Most people would say yes. But why?
There's a large proportion of the population who would try and say you're a bad person.
Yeah, why?
And they do this because they're pitting us against each other. That's why they're trying to attack masculinity to the point where they will say, if you're remotely masculine, you are harming and hurting women, which of course is false, but they try and keep the genders divided. That's what they want to do.